What's going on, guys, and welcome to our first game of AAA as we join the Jacksonville Jumbo Shrimp for the second half of this season. I'm really excited to get into it, too, because we did pretty well, especially at the end of our AA stint, and now, hopefully, we can carry that over into AAA and make sure to move up to Miami as soon as humanly possible. And if we have games like we had in the last couple weeks in AA, then I think we can end up doing that by really improving our player with the skill points. But we do have a 3-game set against the Stripers here, and then we end up going to Durham and end up facing the Bulls. It looks like our first, what's that going to be? 9 games of our stint here in AAA are going to be on the road. So hopefully we can end up having a really good, little good stretch right here. Now it's going to be a while before we end up getting back home. That is going to be in the next video. But again, at least we're going to be on the road here, and we are going to end up getting our first start in AAA here on Wednesday, which means we are going to get a practice on Monday, which is great. But again, we are going to be in the field and in the batter's box for these first 4 games. So let's see what we can do to get into these and see if we can end up producing in AAA the same way that we produced in AA, especially near the end. Now, they're putting us in the 4-hole, which is pretty incredible. And we are a higher overall by a wide margin. I know that 69 is our pitcher, not our third base overall. I think our third base overall is 60. So I guess, again, a bit of a discrepancy there. But either way, let's go out there. Hopefully we can produce in the 4-hole as well. Well, guys, we're here in Gwinnett, Georgia, as we end up having an opportunity here with a guy on first and 2 outs. Let's see what... Ooh, wow, that's coming in a little faster than I was expecting. Let's see what we can do to get a base hit in our first at bat here. We don't want to start around a 100 average like we did in AA and have to work our way back up. We want to be able to get up and stay up right away, as that is in the dirt. And I don't know why we end up swinging at that one. Yeah, we got minus a bunch of points for that. Why are you swinging at a circle change down there? He's only got 3 pitches, so we don't have to really guess too much here. As, yeah, I kind of screwed that up right there. Little jitters in our debut. Let's hope that we can fare a little bit better in the field, though. As we're going to be here, let's hope this doesn't go through the infield, as it does. And let's see if we can gun him at the plate. He's got a 73 speed. Let's go. Oh, nope. I don't think we got it in time. Or did we? We did. Let's go. The guy ended up scoring, and that was yeah, it's okay. At least we got out of the inning. But unfortunately, we are down 3-0 now, and no one on. But we're in the top of the 4th. Let's start a rally here, as thankfully that circle change ended up breaking out of the zone. That was a little closer to the zone than I was expecting, but let's hope he can actually bring something a little closer, something that we can actually take into a gap. As that is not a gap, that is right to the shortstop, and that is going to be a ground out. Come on, we need to do better in our debut here. We're down 5-3 now with a guy on second with 1 out. Ooh, that's okay. Yeah, no, same pitcher? No, different pitcher. My bad. Kind of close. The other guy was a lefty, wasn't he? Gosh darn it, a little late on that 4-seamer. And come on, I feel like he might actually go with the slider here, but still, we want to be aware of the fastball. As we are, and that is just going to be a ground out to the shortstop again. Man, we are really ruining our chances here. But hopefully all that can be erased if we can get a base hit right here. Come on. We need to start a rally here in the 7th. I don't know where he let go of that one. That ball never came close. Thankfully, I'm not a lefty, or else that would have hit me. Ooh, nice split. Okay, yeah, he's not throwing as hard as the last couple guys, so we just need to wait back on these now. We can do that. Not on that slider, though. My goodness, man. Yeah, AAA, I guess, is a little different beast than AA, isn't it? There we go, though. Can that have the distance? Does it? It does not. That is going to be warning track power. And that is unfortunately going to be a pop-out to the left fielder. 6-6, guy on second. 2 outs. Ooh, we should have waited back a little bit more. That slurve is moving slow. Damn. Nice. And his fastball, that's not too bad. There it is. Can that drop? That is not going to. The right fielder's got too much speed. And this is just not a great debut. But look, we didn't have a great debut in AA either, and look at how we ended up, right? So let's see what we can do here. Damn it. Come on, we got to gun him at home right here. We got it. Nope, we got him in second. There it is. Get him. Boom. All right. Tie game now, though. As now, oh, we ended up going up. That's right. We're in the away team. My bad. All right, let's go. Let's see if we can extend this lead then. We cannot. I don't think that's going to get it. Please, maybe. Warning track power again, and we're... Oh my goodness, man. We can't do anything right today. Oh no, but we need to do something right here. As 2 outs. No, don't get through the infield. We need to get this. We need to get this guy at home. Come on. Get him. No, he's got it. And that's going to be the game. Damn. We had so many opportunities to kind of put the game away or at least extend leads. And we just couldn't get it done. That is very unfortunate. Not the debut that we wanted, but hopefully we can end up picking it up in the next one. But what was that? 0 for 5? That's extremely... 0 for 6. Yikes. The 66 MLB prospect? Yeah, probably not more after that one. So it looks like things got changed up a little bit. I didn't realize that we didn't play in that Friday game. I guess that makes sense because we did get called up that day. But it looks like our start's going to be on Thursday now. We only have one more game in Gwinnett before we head over to Durham. So let's get into this next game. Let's see if we can do a lot better than that 0-6 that we had in the last game. And let's just, I don't know, actually make it seem like we deserve to get called up. And it looks like it's a rainy day in Georgia here. So we got 1 out, guys on first and second. Let's see what we can do to actually make something happen. Oh, that was a nice curveball, though. Really good movement on that. Actually had a lot of break. So we need to be aware of that if he ends up trying to throw it again. But I feel like he's going to come with the fastball. He did. And we were early on it, too. We had just wait back just a little bit more. That ball was crushed. Our PCI was right on it. Nope. Leaving that curveball out. Saw the off-speed coming. We're not going to fall for that. We're going to fall for this one instead. Ready? Here it comes. Okay, no, we didn't. Let's go, guys. Stay. Stay. We don't need you guys trying to advance on that. Because now with the 2-2 count and 1 out, he's going to have to give us something closer to the zone. A little closer. So let's be ready for it. We were not ready for it. Thankfully, we should get some pretty good points here, or at least some, I don't even know, the stuff that would actually get us some more skill points as we end up getting that ground out right there. At least, again, we actually do something right today. Oh, come on. First and second again with 1 out. Let's break this little slump that we're in right now. He comes up and in with a fastball. Again, not what we wanted, and obviously a ball, so that's good for us. Let's see if we can bring something a little bit closer now. Come on. Oh, just late on that one. Damn. It's going to be a pop out. At least we advance him to third, but damn it. We're just missing these pitches. I mean, how many times now? Am I right? Oh, come on. Got a guy on third now. No outs. Nope, we leave that fastball up and in again. Looks like he's going kind of with this very similar sequence. So come on, let's be ready for it this time. No pop outs. Drive something. Oops. I don't know why I thought that was going to be a breaking ball. Here comes a breaking ball, though. Oh, no, he went fastball up high. Yikes. Wow, he went 3 straight fastballs. He's got to be coming off speed then, right? He did. There's that curve. A little early on it. All right, come on. Be ready for something here. Can't leave him stranded. Nope. Honestly, even if this one is a pop-out like our last one, it would end up scoring him, and that's good for me. I just want to make contact. No strikeouts. Thank you. Nope. He doesn't go. That's rough. I am not happy with our performance right here. At all. Come on. We need to do better than that as we see that fastball. Just a little bit early, though. Come on. I guess it's only a 94 max. So come on, we need to wait back. That's the key. As that's a nice hit, but unfortunately, right to the center fielder, and our slump continues. And that is now 2 straight games without a base hit. I don't know if they're regretting calling us up or not, but we need to kind of figure out our issue here really soon too. Hopefully we can break this slump against Durham, but looks like we didn't get a practice. Uh-oh. Oh, and this isn't good. Oh, it might just be our agent. Oh, okay, that's cool. Thank you very much. But did you see how terrible we did in those first 2 games? Now, we're doing our best. We're doing our best. Yeah, no shit it's going to have its challenges. We're seeing that already. Oh, right on. Thank you, ma'am. I appreciate it. Again, all we got to do is just accumulate skill points, up our overall, and I think that's what's going to get us to the majors. Hopefully, again, before the end of the season, but we'll definitely see. So, looks like, unfortunately, we end up not getting a practice in. But we got Jansen Junk. Is that a real person? That is a crazy-ass name for a pitcher. I honestly hope he has some really nasty stuff because that would just really reinforce that last name. But either way, come on. We are, what, 0 for 10 so far in our AAA career? We need to pick it up right now. And honestly, no better place than Durham, right? As we start off the second inning, and we take one deep in the left field again, but unfortunately, right to the guy. And that's not the way to start it off. At least we get a chance to accumulate some points here, as that is going to be a ground ball to us. And let's just get him at first. Just a little throw over there. Great. And wow, it's 4-1. What happened? Apparently I just blinked and all this just came about. Why did you swing at that? Like last second I'm like, don't swing at it, but my thumb was already in motion. My goodness, man. He's got 5 pitches too. And unfortunately that sweeper went right by us. Whew. Nice pitch. That's alright. 0-2 count doesn't mean we're going to strike out. Especially not when he throws a fastball down in the dirt. I guess that was more at the ankles than it was in the dirt, but regardless, you know what I mean. This is just pathetic. But again, everything can be forgiven now if we hit a bomb. Come on. Let's tie it up. Fastball just goes right down the middle. I don't know what I was expecting on that. Come on. Let's get ready here. Oh. Wait back a little bit more. Damn. Honestly, I feel like we need to look for the fastball on this one. Or not. No, drop. Damn it. That carries enough to get to the center fielder, and man, that's just another out. This video is going to be boring as fuck to edit, I'm not going to lie. I always love seeing, like, you know, the base hits and everything. Just seeing how well we did, but this is just going to be, what, 13 straight at-bats without a hit? And not just that, but that's 3 straight games without a hit. That's not a great way to start a career. And I'm sorry, did I say 0 for 13? I meant 0 for 14. That's alright though. Let's get into this next game. We're going to be a DH in this one, so we don't have to worry about the field. And let's actually look ahead to our start on the bump as well. But let's get into this one. Let's hope we can break this little slump that we're in right now. Now, a multi-hit game would be nice, but let's focus on getting one hit first, you know? As he served one up right down the middle. But I was not ready for it, apparently. But we'll be ready for this next one. Does that have the distance? That does not. That's going to be a pop out to the left fielder again. I mean, look, we're making decent contact. Just unfortunately going right to him. And that's going to be a fastball down the middle, and we're going to be late on it. On a 92-mile-an-hour fastball. 2 outs, guy on second here. We have a chance to tie it up, or at least bring it to within 1. Find a gap. And that's not going to be, that's going to be a ground out to the third baseman. This luck is bound to turn around at some point, though, right? We just can't be this horrible, like, forever, right? Yikes. Very early on the fastball? Were we really that early on it? I mean, I guess this guy has been in the game for a while, so... No. Just missed it. That's going to be a pop-out right to the center fielder. Again, we're hitting it just straight to guys. We got a brand new ball game now. We're in the 9th inning. We need to get on base somehow. So we're swinging early at a slider like that. That wasn't even close. Come on. You're better than that. Apparently not. Late on the slider now. I don't know. My timing is all thrown off for some reason. Hopefully we're not this bad on the hill. Wow, this literally just the most pathetic showing ever. We pick up the win, but we don't do jack shit again. We need to at least get a base hit in this next one, along with having a really good start on the mound. Because my goodness, man, this is embarrassing now. And this just goes to show you, don't go home after you drink a little bit and play a game, because man, you are not going to be as good as you typically are. But we got our first start here, right on the hill. We got this. We're going to end up taking them down. We're going to get at least 2 base hits, and we're going to shut them down in at least 6 innings. Hopefully a little bit more, but again, as long as we go 6 here and we go strong, I'm going to be happy. But we are starting in the batter's box. Oh my gosh, he's got a 100-mile-an-hour fastball, huh? Let's be ready for that. 96 on that one. We just didn't move the PCI in time. My bad. It's alright, we can do better than that. Apparently not. That's going to be right to the right fielder. And yeah, we need to really focus more when we're hitting. And here we go. This is what I love to do most. This is my favorite part of this game. As yeah, that is not the way to start, again, our AAA career with a horrible ball out there. And we're actually going to start with a base hit. Awesome. This is like the, it's like the, not the first video. It would have been the second one because that would have been our first start in AA. But it's like that video all over again. It's okay, though. Get those jitters out. Nice pitch on that one. Let's even go fastball up and in. Uh-oh. Thankfully, he ends up just fouling that one off. That's close, though. No, we're going change-up, down and out. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. Get him at second. No. He ended up stealing. That's fine, though. We ended up picking... That wasn't a strikeout? Sir, are we serious here? Yeah, we leave that one up, unfortunately. And now let's go slurve here. Feel good about that. That's fine. All right, I'm going to go with whatever the catcher calls. Fastball, huh? Wow. Again, these guys are much better than what we're used to. Let's go change up. Nope. We end up walking them. The good thing here, though, is at least we have a force at any base. This is just an atrocious start to our career. That's going to be a base hit, and that's going to end up scoring him. Come on, tackle him. Wrong game. Come on, can you get him at home? Nope, he's got too much speed. And that's 2 runs in the first inning. That's okay. You know what? Again, we're getting those jitters out in the first inning. Because thankfully, hey, look at that. A first pitch strike. Never seen that before. There we go. Now, come on, get him on the change. There it is. It's going to be a ground out. But that does advance him to third. Wow. All right, that's fine. First inning's always the worst. Because we're going to give up 3 runs. And thankfully, we end up getting them out at first. That's all right. 3 runs is all they're getting today. Wow, that was a bad pitch. Come on, take your time. Thank you. Let's go slurve down and in. Let's finish him here. First strikeout at AAA. Why couldn't we do that in the first 3 batters? I'll never know. That's all right. Let's go out there. Let's get some runs. Thankfully, our team ended up getting us 2. That's great. We're going to have a chance to be able to extend, or I shouldn't say extend, but get more runs in the next inning when we're up to bat. And hopefully, again, that can actually break our slump. As we start 2-0 on them. Come on, we're better than this. I'd like to think. Thank you. That slurve just barely stays in the zone. Let's go split. There it is. Nice. That's going to be right to the second baseman. That's going to be a ground out. All right, come on now. More strikeouts would be really cool. Again, that would help us actually get more skill points too. Great pitch. Especially when we get first pitch strikes too. Especially the edge strikes. Who doesn't love edging? There we go. Great circle change. Now let's finish him with that slurve down and out. Boom. Wow, you're not going to take the bat off your shoulder? Come on, Keegan. That's his name, right? Yeah. Dominic Keegan. Finish him here. Someone was looking off speed. Swings at that fastball up. And that's going to be another strikeout. Let's go. Let's keep it up. Like I said, 3 is going to be all that they end up getting in this game. And let's hope that our offense can pick us up a little bit where we can end up getting more than that. And again, some of that's going to end up falling on us. Great slurve on that one. Just barely misses. But we're going to have a chance to be able to do that. And boy, do we have to. Wow, what was that? Let's go slurve here. Pick this up in the zone. That's beautiful. Finish the fastball up. Do it. Ooh, okay. Slurve one more time. At least it's going to be a ground out. Or a pop out to left field. Wait, in the second, at least we got through that one a lot cleaner and quicker than the last one. And it looks like we're going to be leading off the third inning. So again, let's spark a rally here. As that fastball is in. I don't know why we're swinging at that one. Yeah, way late on that. Oops, well, at least I know how to call time now. That's good to know. All right, let's go. Come on. Early. Oh, my goodness, man. That had to have gone quite a distance. But unfortunately, all foul, though. Come on. There we go. That's going to be a chopper. No speed. You slow son of a bitch. But honestly, would we have wanted that to actually be our first base hit in AAA? No, not on a chopper. We want something to go a pretty long distance. Although, to be fair, at this point, I'll take whatever the hell we can get. This is pathetic. There's no way we're going to end this video without a base hit, you know? Right? Alright, let's finish him off here with a fastball. There it is. Alright, that was a decent spot. Now we're going to go change up down. We're going to get him right here. Uh-oh, that was bad. We're going early. Come on, we need to focus a bit more. We're going to go slurve. There it is. No attempt by the shortstop to move. That's going to be a base hit. Oh boy, this is how we started the game too. Oh boy. All right, let's get a double play this time though, hopefully. Great fastball right there. Go fastball up and in this time. There it is. And we're going to go split. Finish. Good placement though. Good placement. Let's go slurve down and in. All right, there we go. All right, we're definitely not going to have a repeat of that first inning then. Come on, double play ball right here. Never mind, let's get the strikeout now. We should have paid more attention to him over there. That's on me, though. Oh, get him! Oh, bro, you are taking forever! Forever! Come on! You could have recovered much quicker than that. And now we do need a strikeout. As we don't clip the corner. Come on, we can't let this guy... Let's go. Can't let this guy score. So let's do it. Fastball up and in. Finish. Finish! Let's go! That's what I'm talking about. That is now 2 outs here in the third. And we're almost out of this jam that we got ourselves into. Good placement for the circle change, but no cigar. Nice. Hit the edge on that one. Let's go fastball. Uh-oh. Nope. It's okay. We're going to go change. Why are we going that way? What the hell? Okay, let's go slurve. Seem to be best at that. That's going to be foul. Okay. Let's go change up. He's expecting fastball. There it is. Strike out the... Well, didn't strike out the side because the first guy got on. But struck out all 3 guys after that. Thankfully, we got out of the third with no damage. And now we need to do the same thing in the fourth. Hopefully, this one will be a quick one. Because, again, I want to go much deeper in this game than we have... Or than it seems like we will so far. But that's fine. Let's get through this one pretty quickly. That's a great pitch. Yeah, you can tell we're starting to get a little more loose. We're figuring things out. And we're not as worried as we typically... I shouldn't say typically are, but as we were in those first couple innings. There we go. We get a ground out. That's only 3 pitches this inning. You'll love to see it. We want to get out of this one before 60. Granted, I don't know if that's going to end up happening. We need to put something in play here where we can get him out. Or we can just strike him out here on 3 pitches and get the next guy on 1. Here it is. Fastball up and in. That finishes him. Let's go. Just looking at that one. I don't know what you're looking at, buddy. That was a perfect pitch. And let's get him right here on 1 pitch. Uh-oh. Hey, we did! Let's go! We had to call it out! And it ended up working. Let's go. Out of the fourth in 60 pitches, which means we're definitely going out for the fifth. Let's hope that we can get some runs and be able to actually put us in win territory. Well, we don't, and now we're going to have to get through this inning and then go out next inning and actually get our base hit so we can actually get a lead here. Because we do not want to pick up a loss in this first one. I do not want to have just, like, losses all around. Especially after our atrocious showing at the plate today. What was that? I don't know what the hell that was. Let's go fastball now. Okay. Drift, that's going to be way over the zone, yeah. It's okay, though. Let's go change. Keep this one in the zone again. There it is. Okay. And you know what we're going to go with now? You're not calling that fastball. We're going slurve. This is going to get him. Damn it. I thought we were going to get it there. And he's going to take us out. Come on, coach. We had much more in the tank. We could do it. And now there's no way for us to get a win, and we're lined up for the loss. Let's see if we can do something at the plate to kind of redeem ourselves here. And we're down 4-2 now. And I bet you, yeah, of course, that run did score because it is still the sixth. Or it is just the sixth now. That could have been our first base hit, but we're late on that one a little bit. And we take that foul. Come on. There we go. That's going to just barely fall in. Let's go. We finally get our first base hit at AAA, and it's about f***ing time. Coach, this is not going to be a steal situation. Thank you. I do not want to be responsible for that. All right. Don't screw up. Don't screw up. Is that over his head? No. And unfortunately, we're gonna have to go back. Now we got one out here. Just have to make sure if he puts this one in play and it's a ground ball, we need to break up the double play. So let's see what we can do. There we go. Go down. Nope. And that's how we end the sixth. We're still down 4-2. And it looks like we're going to end up picking up our first loss in AAA. Not a great way to start, you know, our little run here. Just like that is not a great slider. My goodness. All right, come on. Give me something good right here. Please. We want to take something deep. Or at least through the... Oh, come on, come on. You can beat this one out? God, you are so slow. How do you not beat that out to first? And fuck it, we didn't deserve it. We end up picking up our first loss, that atrocious first inning. We end up giving up probably 4 earned runs once we see it on the next screen. But we did get our first base hit. And now we're what, 1 for 20? Really awful. 1 for 12 in this series. But yeah, 4 innings, 4 earned runs on 2 walks, 3 hits. We had 6 strikeouts, which is great, but man, this is not the way that I wanted this first video to go. Man, I am incredibly disappointed. But that's okay. You know what? Again, we're going to have those kind of jitters, you know, in the beginning. Again, we didn't start off AA well, so at least we know we can pick it back up. Because, again, we ended up going from hitting, like, what, 120-something in AA to start the season to getting up to about 300 when we ended up getting promoted to AAA. So, again, we're going to be able to pick it up. This isn't going to be a forever thing. It's just a little slump that we are in right now. By the way, we did end up getting a brand new pitching perk, which is Hot Shot. So we gain a boost to pitch velocity when we're down. That's great to see. Looks like we can unlock a couple other things too when, you know, obviously to be able to trigger it with different timings and all that. But still, that is okay. I'll look at that package a little bit later. It doesn't really matter too much, but we do have 14 skill points to be able to use. So let's do that. Let's get up to a 70 as a starting pitcher. And again, let's just do that. We'll end up working on our third base and everything like that, and our hitting and all that when once we get some more. But for now, I wanted to make sure that we got up to 70 for that. So hopefully we can see a little more. I don't want to say see a little more action because we're still obviously going to be, you know, in the rotation. But I just don't want them to skip our starts like they did in AA. And I feel like if we're the best overall as a pitcher on the team, then I think they're going to keep us in. They're not going to skip us very much. But either way, looks like in the next video, we're going to be finishing out this series against Durham. And then we're coming home and facing the Clippers. And it looks like our next start is going to be the next Wednesday, which is great to see. We really need to make up for this last game that we had. And hopefully we can improve in both the batter's box and on the mound. Because right now, It's not looking great, but again, we can definitely improve. We've shown it before. But thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. If you guys enjoyed the video, make sure to go down and drop a like. If you're new, subscribe, and we'll see you guys next time.